Hey everybody, this is Narcissists, where we learn about narcissists in the music biz or showbiz. So, narcissists are all my friends, and I speak to narcissistic abuse victims. Narcissists study the channel to find out how they can hurt me. But I have a psychic shield, and I know what they do. So this episode is about holidays. Narcissists like to ruin holidays. Okay. So I already planned that my Christmas would be kind of shitty. I'm poorer than negative, and my Wi-Fi has been cut off to my computer. I have some internet bullies and some guys upstairs. A black Latina guy told me about those guys upstairs. So they'll always tell you that you're crazy. Narcissists are speaking gobbledygook when you say something valid, and they tear apart your soul. Especially when you're moving towards something whole or good. So you really have to be on guard. This one is not going to be very long. But it's for all you guys during Christmas, because I'm just expecting everything is going to be crappy, okay? So like on Instagram right now, I have Kat Bambini and Kirsten New Production, and lately narcissists have been blocking everything. 111, hello, Twin Flames. I hope they're here. If not, it's okay. They'll be here if they need to be here. Sometimes I make videos and I think they're great, and I look back later and I'm like, meh, and vice versa. So anyways, they're blocking everything like trap and rap, and they think I'm a drug dealer. And so I was joking, I was like, it might as well be. I mean, with all the shit I'm dealing with, right? So there's some guys that suppress everything I do, and then I'll go on light on my phone, and it just takes forever, so I'm just always fighting it, trying to refresh and load. And county is paying for my Wi-Fi, so it's kind of funny. And my heart keeps telling me I have to stay in the building, that things are gonna work out. And California's supposed to be paying my rent, it's taking its time, so I got an eviction notice, but I'm protected by COVID law. So there's just a lot of drama, okay? And then somebody stole my credit, some narcissist. I didn't expect that, okay? They'll do everything you don't expect. They stole my credit, took out $36,000, I got it. It's a letter that said, and then you just kept taking and taking, so I was like very angry, and I'm like, why aren't I protected by credit law or something? Like, even though it's not my credit. And then the court dismissed it, so I'm not really worried. I used to work at a law firm, so anyways, if anything happened, I have a lot of paralegal friends. They're the ones that do all the work. So that's why I don't want to become a lawyer, because the paralegals are the ones that do all the work, and everybody's usually bitchy and angry. That's why I quit my law firm job and went back to college at City College, and then SF State, which took me forever. And I graduated in 2007, so, you know, it was late in my life. So anyways, this is just to say your holidays are probably gonna be crappy if you have narcissists in your life, because you have to go visit them, and you're gonna expect that things are gonna be okay, and you're gonna think about the good sides of them. A lot of times you block off parts of your brain that remember the bad stuff, so make lists of the things they've done. There's a book called The Abused Woman by Barbara Engel, and this applies to men too. Because really what happens is your brain fragments, and it's kind of like a dark squid ink on your soul. They're really, I'd say satanic. I've never met Satan, but it feels like that. And it's just out of nowhere, so you have to keep your vibe high. Like if you're doing drugs or drinking, be really careful. Get sleep, drink water, eat food, and stay away from hard drugs if you can, but I'm not gonna judge you, okay? Harm reduction, you can read Gabor Mate, In the Realm of Hungry Ghosts, or Hooked. Don't judge yourself, okay? I think a lot of people who go to sober groups are really hard on themselves, and if they relapse, they just die. There was a guy I knew who was running a sober house in San Francisco, and his name was Tobin, and he was beautiful. And I was dating somebody at the time that was really jealous. He didn't like me talking to anybody, so I couldn't have any guy friends. That's usually been the case in the patriarchy, so I just got used to it. But, you know, and so I'd tell him if I thought guys were hot, but he was really jealous of this guy. So he went and he relapsed and he died, because he didn't realize the amount he was taking was too big, being sober. And he was so friendly and happy. It was such a surprise. I wrote a little piece about him, because I was in shock. I've written a couple of pieces about people who died from drug addiction, because I always hung out with them, and I didn't have the same issues they had, so they projected on me that I had the same issues. So I thought I did, but I don't. But you have to be careful. So if you are, like, your vibe might be low, and then, you know, they might get in, and then you start this happened to me the other day. So everything was going great, and I've been moving towards some, you know, even though I'm poor and nothing's working out, I can't find a job, and I don't have any money, and I get like 200 from GA, it's just insane. But I have food and stuff. It just seems like it's gonna work out in my heart, and then my head says no. So narcissists, the good thing about narcissists watching, the good thing about you is that you always look at facts, usually, okay, unless you're trying to screw somebody up, but you always find the one thing that's out of place and then mention it. So somebody like me that goes by the heart might not think so much in my head. So you have to balance it in your head, take in the opinion of your narcissist, and then really, you know, look at it and decide what you're gonna do. So if you're going by your heart, sometimes you can be wrong. And that's hard to believe, but it might be that you were supposed to go by your heart and it took you forward to a certain point, and then you have to change your plan. So you go by your heart, but listen to your gut. If it's feeling weird around a narcissist, just, you know, you can leave the room, go hang out in the bathroom, kill some time somehow. I remember at work, I used to go in the bathroom a lot. My boss probably thought I was a heroin addict, and it spread some rumors. He wanted to rape me, violated Title X. I'm still scared of him, my nightmares. And they're Catholic, where I used to work, so they've been stalking me. I had to report them to the police. So, you know, some police are Catholic, and I came here to get help with Catholics and police because I have a friend who's Catholic and loves the police, and I was like really surprised when some people were they're still driving me nuts, thinking I'm a drug dealer. So I'm like, well, I might as well be, right? So they won't let me do rap songs. Instagram's a little bit racist, but you know, they were trending before. Now they won't let me do trap. And they think that everybody who's watching the videos, I believe, is like somebody who's actually talking to me, which is weird. Like psychically, I can tell, but I can't confirm. And so they'll just block it. And I'm like, so I'm figuring that they don't want me talking to my soul family. That's what's happening. So, you know, narcissists will get in the way of everything. And so I'm just planning that Christmas is gonna be crappy, so I just wrote that. And then I keep forgetting because I like posting on Instagram. So I started a Medium account, Cat Bambini888. It's really racy, kind of Hunter S. Thompson style, so don't look at it if you don't like cuss words or drugs or anything else, okay? Especially my LDS family, because they really get worried by my lip syncs and stuff like that, and they're acting, okay? It's acting. And they're always like, are you okay if I get too passionate or I do too many lip syncs? But you know, Instagram is banning that right now because I had a lot of fun during Thanksgiving, and I think some of my soul family was watching, and the videos looked really good. And so now it's not working, so I'm not gonna get any trending or views. And I'm like, ah, that's so annoying, okay? And I know it's the local secret police, it's gotta be, because Jimmy Wogba said in his song Devil Face that the police own everything on Instagram. They can stop you from doing stuff. So it's like I have a full-time audience of police who are learning poetry, but I filed their police report and had them come over, and they said to stay here. And I said something about the Catholics, and they put that in the report. I guess it's common for the Catholics to harass people. So not all police are Catholic, some are, you know, other religions. So they were really nice, but they made fun of my mom. They thought that she had done, like, somebody peed on my clothes. Narcissists will pee on your clothes or shit on them or whatever. So some came in here. I don't have a lock. The building manager has a key. And got in my apartment and left some stuff. And my vibe was low, so it was really scary to see, like, you know, and I reported it to the property management company, and nobody said anything. And they were like, maybe it was your mom. And I was like, you know, don't make fun of my mom. She wouldn't do that. But, you know, maybe they're confirming sometimes parents are neglectful or, you know, whatever. I think she did the best she could, okay? Supporting a dad who's a concert pianist, having 2 kids. I don't know how people do that with kids. I have no idea how they have kids. Like getting ugly and then your hips cracking and all that stuff. Like, I don't get it. And then sacrificing your life, not sleeping. I guess doing a lot of hard drugs will get you prepared for that. Staying up all night and then having to do everything. So, you know, get off them and have the kids, right? Just, like you don't want to be doing them while you're having kids, but you know, it's a joke. Anyways, narcissists will ruin your holidays, expect it. So maybe plan a party after the holidays. And for me, it's like, I don't have any money. Money usually comes through. God is saying, fuck you. You don't need money. Right now, you need to just learn how it is to be poor. And I'm like, I've already learned that lesson my entire life. It's the lesson that I've always learned, and I'm very employable and all this stuff. I don't know what's happening. It's just that I have hackers on my computer. I have a spray that a narcissist put on my computer, and then some cops took my computer and put something on there. So I've got like 2 people on my computer, and I knew that somebody had put something on the computer only like 2.5 years later. I figured it out, talked to 2 cyber experts, and there's a story called Ayahuasca Dream that's missing, okay, and I was like really confused by that, and I realized that somebody who had put that on the computer thought they might get in trouble for having done ayahuasca with me. And I was really pissed because I was like, I got them into an ayahuasca session because I'm cute, and the guy who was doing it wouldn't let them do it alone. And I was just like proud of being a bro, but I realized in my latest batch of stress testing, because I've been stress tested through my technology by the feds and the police, and it just keeps going on and on where you can't sleep. It's the too short thing, and I keep telling them I'm not too short, and I don't have the drugs to handle that or the drugs to figure it out like the National says. Like, I don't want to keep dealing with this. And I keep wanting to move, but my heart keeps saying, well, you need to stay. And I'm like, how is that gonna work? I need like 10K, I need some scholarships and grants, and nobody ever talks to me, that they stalk me. You know, and so it's really frustrating that nobody speaks to me because I've been profiled, and I can't confirm that, but it feels like it, okay? Because I lost my crap on social and said a bunch of stuff, and a lot of it wasn't even about me. Like, I've never done legal speed, and they think I do it, okay? This is something about provisional, and my friend does it, so I like mix some stuff up. Like, my mom never molested me, but I said something about that because somebody told me that their mom, or something about, yeah, so I mixed it. And everybody was concerned about that, okay? And then I attacked one of my friends, my best friend now, I say I haven't seen him forever, and said he had snakes coming out of his head, and he was an evil person and all this stuff, and he blocked me and won't talk to me. So I talked to his best friend. I just wrote him a poem. I think he reads, because I'll see in the algorithms some things that show that he might be watching, because if you look at the algorithms, you can figure things out. It says geeky stuff, but I'm not supposed to be smart, okay? I'm supposed to be a housewife, I guess, according to the patriarchy, which has never bothered me until I work for the Catholic Church. I just don't get it. So I'm honorary Catholic. I say I'm one of you, because I wanted a Catholic wedding growing up. My daughter, spirit daughter's named Gabriella. She left this world early. It wasn't my fault, thought it was. Anyways, this is all in my poems on Catmanbeanie888. I don't expect you to look at them, artists or musicians that are watching. This is about narcissists, but if you do want to look at it, it goes with the videos here. I haven't been getting enough views on these to really want to do them. When I get to 50 or 70, I'm happy, but it doesn't sound like you guys are getting them. And I've been suppressed a lot because I know people liked it when I posted them and they didn't get bored with them and they always ask where I am, but it's really frustrating that I can't get out to my audience. And I lost my website, so I'm gonna have to build a new one with Wix, I think, because it's free. And I just don't have the time or energy, like, because I'm being threatened electronically and stalked and all this stuff. And, you know, I don't know why the spirits and the angels and my heart keep saying it's gonna work out when I'm like 4 months behind in rent, California hasn't paid, 12/12, I'm free, I'm awesome, I'm wealthy, money falls from the sky. And nobody's ever helped me as an artist. So that I'm not really an artist per se. Artists, you know how you don't feel like an artist and then you like become one somehow? Like Wei Wei, who works with refugees, and he was from China, got kicked out of his country, lives in Germany. He said he was an artist. No, he's like, I'm just somebody who's been exiled from their country. You know, like, I think I have to go turn off the water that's boiling. But anyways, this is just to say, narcissists are gonna ruin your holidays, okay? So everybody, I'm on Instagram, but it's not trending, so I'm trying not to use it. And I'm using Medium, and it's really hard to use Medium because it's more higher level writing, and people don't really look at it unless. I got one poem that had 50 likes, or claps. And I was like, whoa, and it was like really quick, you know? It's like that, and then everything else has nothing. So I think it was the picture. It was like a picture of a police car and then somebody meditating in front of it. So the pictures are really important. So I'm back to that. I got really stressed out for 2 days and I was like, God, I like Instagram better because my nihilists really like what I do, but then they're stifling what I'm doing. And so it's really frustrating. And if you're too into it, it's like an inverse reaction. If you're waiting for them to respond, nothing happens. So you have to let it go. But it's just like a lot of times I use Instagram to connect with people and I can feel them there, and so I'm hanging out, but then nothing will work because I'm hanging out. It's kind of like the universe doesn't want you to be an asshole or egotistical, but it doesn't understand that you're hanging out with your friends. So, you know, I've said a lot of things. When I said what I said, I didn't mean anything. That's the national. Otherwise, I'm getting some coffee, and narcissists will ruin your holidays. Narcissists ruin Christmas. That's this, okay? Because I don't expect any money. I don't expect any fun. I don't expect anything. I'm going to my mom's tomorrow. We're gonna have some gluten-free pancakes and stockings. And my friend, her bandmate, I call him her bandmate because they're not really together romantically, but they're partners. So that was like my grandma and grandpa Bean. My grandpa was in love with a Hawaiian, and then they sent him to the mainland because they didn't like that. His LDS family, like the college, the Mormon college is on the North Shore, and they don't sell cigarettes or alcohol up there, which is how it feels right now this Christmas. I don't have any wine, I don't have any weed, I'm just like hanging out with some nootropics that I found. Because I was listening to this subliminal about gifts, like getting gifts, and then it popped up. And it's funny because I was asking the angels the other day if there was anything in my apartment, and they were like, yeah, and I was like, where? And I looked, I couldn't find anything, but there was. So you trust your heart, trust your mind. Angels, anything else? They said 2 names of 2 angels. I don't want to say the names. They love you. Okay, cool, love you too. I can't confirm that though, it's freaking me out. Okay, what else? They want to go to a party. No parties here. It's quiet after 10, but they stomp all the time upstairs. It seems really related to what I'm doing. And then when I do certain things online, it's like there's a lot of aggression and stuff, but they said they can't do anything about that, the building manager, even though my lease says quiet after 10. So anyways, I think I'm burning my pot. Like my pot is boiling water, so I'm gonna say goodbye, everybody. Have a happy holiday. If you're not having a good holiday, just plan a party after the holiday, okay? After New Year's, and get when money comes in or whatever else, and make up for it, okay? Because a lot of times holidays can just be like, bummer. Take it easy. What else, angels? Be brave. Stay sweet. Are you in pain, they say. I'm not gonna talk about it. It's all good. I'm okay.